how do you become someone who has fulfilling relationships?
It starts with self. You got to fall in love with self, and you got to do the self work. A lot of us come from hard environments, single households, poverty, backgrounds where you had to fight, brokenness. And so we even pick relationship through all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then those relationships don't last. You find yourself fighting in these relationships, still dealing with a bunch of unforgiveness, a bunch of trauma, and they triggering because you pick from hurt. So you gotta do the work within self so that you know how to pick accurately. A lot of people still don't know how to pick accurately because they're used to just drama. In an environment where there's no drama, they get like,
they nervous.
They're totally uncomfortable. They like,
Back at it again.
oh my God, he's back in it again.
Hey.
What up, bro?
What's up, bro?
Nothing, man. I'm excited to be here, dog.
Where we at, man?
We in the H Boogie. What's
H-Town?
H-Town.
They say H-Town.
H-Town, man.
H-Town, man.
I love it out here, man.
Man, I love it out here too, D. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
We've been out here for about what, 7 years now. Yeah, we got here in 2016.
Yeah.
So, and for me, it's been without, family.
Yeah.
My family, my side of the family. So,
Yeah.
having you out here is everything.
Yeah.
And we talk about relationship, family, finances, food, and all this other stuff, and how it's all connected. But having you here is everything.
Yeah.
Having somebody that you grew up with, having somebody that you share your darkest secrets with, who you done had your best times and your worst times, you done been through the fire. It's everything, bro.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man. I like that. I definitely like coming out here and getting with you, my nieces, my sister-in-law, just spending time with y'all, like hugging Madison and Zoe, like 'cause you miss so much time, and that's the sucky part about relocating.
I'm telling you, bro.
And being away from family, man. However,
Just go to him. No, you don't. Just go to him, Pooh. It's okay. There you go. Now go to Uncle Dave.
Hey, we training on the job, y'all. So we training on the job. So these cameras.
Go to Uncle Dave. There you go.
This is actually our set producer. This go round, and so
say hi, Pooh.
That's Madison Monroe. Yeah, but man, we are a podcast where we take pride in family. I think that's our although we talk about the faith, the family, the finance, food, and fitness, and a little bit of fashion, I think our number one message is family.
Most definitely.
Pushing that envelope, because you hear so much toxic messaging, you hear so much bad information in regard to relationship. And we believe that relationships are the key to good, healthy relationships are the key to good, healthy families. And so,
good, healthy relationships are the key to life.
Yeah.
It's key to life. And we talked about this earlier. I said, man, what's the ultimate punishment that you can give somebody?
Yeah.
Isolate their behinds.
It's true.
You isolate somebody without the possibility of them getting out, and making something of themselves.
It destroys.
You will go crazy. Literally.
Yeah.
You go crazy. So I think that's very important for us to have that aspect of strong family ties.
Sure.
Not like, oh man, I see him when I see him. Like, no. I told these, I said, I gotta call my siblings at least once a week.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Life gonna happen, and sometimes, you get wrapped up in what you're doing, but
sure.
I gotta make sure I get in contact with you, James, Naomi, our parents, Fry, a minimum once a week.
Yeah.
right? Everybody important in my life, I gotta make sure I tap in, because you never know what somebody's going through.
Sure.
Right? And you never know how you all can impact each other's lives at that very moment in time.
Sure.
Type stuff. So
Yeah. So like, how was it like? Because I'm considering transitioning down here.
Ooh,
So
boy.
like, tell me like, how do I want to put this? Like, it just seems so easy for you to like
It's not.
pick up and go. All right. So
It is not.
tell me give me some of the pros, give me some of the cons, challenges for when you was moving and stuff like that.
So the only thing is, it is easy for me to pick up and go. I will say that. But it's not easy for me to leave my family.
Yeah.
Right? So I got a homeboy, and his wife, they entire family moved down here from St. Louis.
Yeah.
And so it's like they moved as a tribe. They like did a pilgrimage from St. Louis to Houston, and it was so beautiful. So now I got this network, I got this family, I got this connection. We just moved the location, but it's still us.
Exactly.
That's really what I'm trying to do for us, for real, because at the end of the day, if you don't have people, you don't have anything.
So true.
Like, we talk about that all the time, but for me, it's difficult to be away from my family, knowing that I'm missing a football game, a track meet, a birthdays, or y'all just get together and have a good time, and now I gotta hear about like, man, you remember this? And I'm just like, nope. So, I wasn't there type stuff, and even if y'all do hit me up, I'm still not getting that experience. Yeah. And so having somebody who you just connect with, and you just pick up where y'all left off. Yeah. That's everything. So that's the difficult part. Mm-hmm. The easy part is the new environment and everything that you gain from it. Mm-hmm. Right? You get the new connections. You get the breath of fresh air when it comes to certain things. You get to get introduced to a new city and all that it has to offer. Yeah. I think that's key. Yeah. So that's the balance. But I'ma always long for my family. Yeah. Like I'ma always want, because the way we grew up, we all grew up in the same house. Mm-hmm. Right? We split up, but then we got back together. But that's always gonna be there for me, bro.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's one of the things that I like struggle with, like moving away from mom, dad, little bro, and big sis, the nieces that's down there, and then even like, you know, my boys. Like, I don't know if they mama gonna let them come with me. Like, yeah. You know what I mean? So I think that's the number one thing that I battle with. Yeah. With moving and transitioning.
And I know you do.
Man, look, I asked this question to so many people. Like, man, how did you? Like, what does that transition look like? And most people say, like, the hardest part is having to leave my kids if, you know, like, if they had to do that. Some people can move their kids with them, but, dude.
That's tough.
That's tough, bro.
It's so tough, man. The only saving grace is that y'all travel. Yeah. And y'all come see me. At first, it wasn't really like that. Yeah. And then I had to say, hey, look, I ain't finna keep coming down. Yeah. And y'all ain't coming to see me. Right. Like, I know what this look like. Exactly. I know everybody. Y'all don't know what I. Yeah. That's essential in my book. Like, family need to go see each other. Like, get outside your comfort zone. You ain't never been outside this city, and you got a whole sister, brother, cousin, uncle, whoever stay in this other city. Like, hop on a plane, take a train, drive, do something. Right. Go see them, because it means the world when you. That's another reason too. Like, we got family members that's in like the military and stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm going to see y'all because I've been there. You got years away from everybody, and then you know, it's easy for you to just come sometimes because it's you by yourself. Right. But together, when people start coming to see you, it's different, bro. Sure. It feels good. Yeah. So that's the difficult part. But now that y'all come, it's great. But I want y'all to stay.
Exactly. Because we got so much that we're planning to do, and it's kind of hard if people are not willing to move and relocate. That's gonna be the part that kind of like, I think that's where the breach gonna come in. There. If people not really ready to uproot that home environment.
Yeah.
because I believe if everybody do come down here, like it's gonna expedite our process.
It'll change our lives, bro. I'm talking about not just that, like moving together.
Yeah.
Like it matters.
Yeah.
Everything matters. Go around, sweetheart. Go all the way around.
We recording. We live with it.
All good.
Like good. We like these interruptions and stuff.
So, and I do think that puts us on the same page even more. It's one thing to get excited about stuff, everybody be amped, and then when it's time to execute and really start putting the pedal to the metal and making those sacrifices, that's a different animal.
That's what it is. The key word is sacrifice. I know if I was to relocate, it would be tough, but the sacrifice that I make initially is going to pay off exponentially.
Ooh. Yeah.
I do know that. Like, and then when because it helps them escape their environment. Like, I've never moved out of St. Louis.
Yeah.
So like, I'm well traveled now, career and stuff like that. But like now, I get to show my sons that it's something different. Cause I kind of know it is because I'm traveling, but they don't know it. They always just at the crib, maybe go out of town for a vacation, a family reunion or something like that. But however, like it's a whole it's a new world out here.
It is.
And, your environment is not the only environment,
and so it's shaping you.
I think DJ really would be most impacted by it, like, cause he want out. But he don't know what that looks like.
Right.
Like, I'm tired of the violence. I'm tired of the party. I'm tired of hearing gunshots. I'm tired of this life. And I'm like, all right, son, I got you.
That's most people, and that's why they run.
Yeah.
Like, but what happens is most people will move to a different state, and then inevitably hard times come.
Sure.
That rough patch hit, and then you gonna retreat back to what you know. It's easy because I got all my brothers down here. My saving grace is I'm married.
Yeah.
And then my wife got a great network. Yeah. But we ain't really hit tough times like financially type stuff. But just having that network of people when you hitting other emotional rough patches, you know, like when you and the wife ain't vibing type stuff. Yeah. She got a whole bunch of people down here she can rely on. I still gotta just make a call. But when you down here, you like, hey, bro, like I got you. Yeah. Type stuff. To have somebody physically to be able to go out with, and having friends that even if it's just like a historical friend who you met back in the day type stuff, you ain't about to tell them all your business, but I just pick up and relax my mind type stuff. Sure. But I think that's the biggest thing. And when you said sacrifice, I was thinking about that, like, everybody sacrifice. You just don't realize it. You sacrificing something for something else all the time.
So true.
If you got a goal and you looking at TV all the time, you sacrificing that goal for the TV show. Yeah. Like, if you sacrificing, if you trying to get in shape and you not eating right, you sacrificing that goal. Yeah. Like, and ultimately, time gonna keep going. I think that's where we are now. Like, man, we in our mid-30s. Yeah. Now we're very aware of time.
It's true.
Very aware of time. So now it's like, okay, hey, are we talking about this? But this time keep ticking. We gonna look up. It's gonna be 1 year, 4 years, 10 years later, and it's like, we could have been made this happen. Yeah. Let's go. Like, so now that we can start putting these plays together, building, and actually be together, because that's ultimately what we're talking about. Yeah. Right. Everything going up.
Everything is going up. Man, I bought a small cup of ice cream for like $7.50 the other day, bro.
Man, they used to be 2 gallons of ice cream, bro.
Man, it's rough.
It's rough.
Like I said in the early episode, we are going to be forced to start doing life together again. I truly believe that, bro. It's gonna get real rough.
Man,
I don't think, like, you know how you hear people saying, like, I don't need nobody. Like, I think that's the furthest thing from the truth. Like when you say those words, like I don't need nobody. I know in the context of we be talking about relationally, like for as a spousal relationship,
Which ain't true either.
which ain't true either. But like we need people.
Need people.
We need individuals. I remember when y'all first moved out down here, and you were saying like, man, it's hard to go on a date because we got Madison.
Yeah.
Like, so we just can't pick up and just leave. Call mom and pop like, hey, we about to drop Maddie off.
Yeah.
We need people, whether it's like
The smallest little thing.
it's crazy.
But that's the reason why, like, this independent mindset is so pervasive, and the need to look like everything is good
Yeah.
is so pervasive. When you get this raw moment of authenticity,
Yeah.
then people say, man, I'm out here struggling, y'all.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard being an adult.
Yeah.
I want to go back when I was a kid where I didn't have to worry about nothing. I didn't know nothing,
Yeah.
right? And so you looking at these things, it's overshadowed. Like you may have a couple people be authentic. Like, man, hey, it's hard. I need some help.
Yeah.
But everybody like, in reality, man, I got my own problems. I'm trying to figure this out by myself on my own.
Yeah.
And then now cue all the independent, this, independent, that. And then that's, oh man, okay, they going on this trip, they doing that. But when they get home, at the end of the day, and them lights go off, and they wake up alone.
Yeah.
I'm not even talking about relationships. I'm talking about you done ran everybody out your life alone.
Yeah.
Because you got bad attitude, because you don't know how to treat people.
Unresolved trauma, stuff like that.
You got so much stuff going on, and you're alone. But you will post some angle pics on, you know how to hit them angles. That's, you perpetrating. Probably say, you perpetrating a fraud.
Right.
That's the norm now. Everybody perpetrating a fraud.
Yeah. I mean, because I think social media gives us that alternate reality. It allows us to escape our real life and our real issues just for a moment.
Yeah.
Like, and I get that dopamine hit when all these likes come in, when all these comments come in, and it's like, I feel good in this moment. And then when you put it down, what you doing, baby?
Water.
What?
Can I use some water?
Go ahead.
And you don't gotta ask that. You're not actually at work.
Right. You ain't getting paid.
We
Hey.
told the others on the job, they taking it serious.
Right. Ain't no child labor going on over here.
Yeah. But it allows us that small escape from real life. Some people play a video game to escape it. Some people watch cartoons and anime to escape it.
I'm glad you're saying this.
Adulthood is very challenging. We just want to be a kid again, or we want to just free our minds from the seriousness of life.
That's very
and
true.
Responsibilities. So social media is that little space. I can just get on here for a minute. I'm lonely, but I can just post a certain outfit, reveal a little skin, and I'm gonna get all the attention that I can get. Because I ain't getting it when I'm going to work dressed up in these scrubs. I ain't getting it when I'm going as this librarian or as this teacher.
Yeah.
I get on the internet, it's a million people on here. I post this revealing. Oh, you look good. Hey, baby, how you doing?
Heart,
Like. Eyes, you getting all these things. Eggplant emojis. And at least I'm getting some attention.
Yeah.
Because I leave my house,
I go to
nobody
work.
see me.
Ooh, that's good.
I come home, nobody see me. But then I get on social media.
Everybody see me.
So I'll take that.
Yeah.
But that's not sustainable.
That's what I was about to ask you. Is that a healthy way to get something, to get that fulfillment?
It's totally unhealthy.
I know I asked you a loaded question for real.
It's totally unhealthy. Like, it's like getting that McDonald's meal. I'm going to eat it. It's going to make me feel like I'm full or feel like I've been nourished. But really, I ain't being nourished. Hour and a half later, 2 hours later, I'm hungry again.
Not even, man,
It's fake food. It's artificial food. And the same thing with social media. It's artificial attention.
Yeah.
Man, when I go on my fast, every day, I do a 40-day fast from social media outlets. Man, all the people I thought liked me, knew me, was in close proximity, gone. Nobody called me. I don't get that attention no more. I ain't hearing nobody, seeing nobody no more. Like, it's just me and my own thoughts and my own life and my real relations.
What?
You, Dan, you, James, Naomi, like, Boog, Rip, like, the people that's around me for real. So you think all these people care about you. You think all these people love you because they serenading you with all these compliments and attention. But it's just like, nah, it's artificial.
What do we do? Because now you got generations that they grew up in that. And now you got generations who have adopted that.
Great question.
What do we do to get the true fulfillment? Because like you said, it's a hit. It's a quick hit.
It's a great song. Put the camera. Y'all got the camera on me. Put the camera. Come here. Switch to me. It's a song they used to sing. Ain't nothing like the
real thing, baby. Yeah.
You digest. You ingest and digest the real thing.
Okay.
And then when you get the real thing, the artificial stuff don't even fulfill you no more. Once I get back on social media, it be like, I don't even want to be on it for real, but I know I got to use this as my platform to do what I got to do to market my brand, and that's where the attention and the eyes are.
Yeah.
But when you get the real thing, it's just like when you thirsty. You keep drinking Mountain Dew, Pepsi's, Kool-Aid, all these fruit drinks, Gatorade, all this stuff, and you still like, man, I'm still thirsty. Grab the real thing. That good old H2O, and it's going to do what it's designed to do. A lot of times we have fake relationships, and it's just pulling on it. It's pulling more from us. But then when you find that real thing, that real true love, that authentic relationship, people who actually really care about you, people that's actually there for you, people that really see you for you, not this social media person or this persona you didn't put on,
right?
But the real you.
Yeah.
I can let my head down. That's why I enjoy doing what we're doing. I can have real conversations with you.
Yeah.
And you can see me and you know me. And I ain't talking about my representative. I'm talking about David, not Tread the Great.
Right.
He's a different guy.
Yeah.
I know y'all thought he was the real guy. They ain't the real guy.
Nah.
Don't it feel so much better to know somebody love you for you?
That knows you.
Not the representative.
And that's a vulnerable place to be.
Yeah.
Because now I gotta let you see behind the curtains.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is so used to being on stage with the dress or the suit and the makeup.
Just the persona, the representative.
But after the play, after the show is over, and the lights are off, and the crowd is gone, and the curtain is pulled, now I gotta be me.
Yeah.
And for me to have fulfillment in life, even purpose in life, I gotta have somebody to spend life with.
I agree.
All right? And so for me, where do you start? Like, how do you become someone who has fulfilling relationships?
It starts with self. You gotta fall in love with self, and you gotta do the self work. A lot of us come from hard environments, single households, poverty, backgrounds where you had to fight, brokenness. And so we even pick relationship through all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then those relationships don't last. You find yourself fighting in these relationships, still dealing with a bunch of unforgiveness, a bunch of trauma, and they triggering because you pick from hurt. So you gotta do the work within self so that you know how to pick accurately. A lot of people still don't know how to pick accurately because they're used to just drama. In an environment where there's no drama, they get like,
they nervous.
They're totally uncomfortable. They don't even know. Like, it's just like the woman or the man that say, I want a good woman or I want a good man. And then the good woman and the good man present themselves, and all they used to is little Ray Ray and little Tatiana. I just gave her a name, little Tatiana. They know all of these. That's all they know is drama.
Yeah.
So if he ain't arguing at me, if he ain't attacking me, if he ain't speaking to me, or she ain't doing this, then the relationship is boring.
I'm uncomfortable in that.
I'm uncomfortable in that.
This is foreign to me.
Because we're not being healed. And so it starts with loving yourself properly. Recognizing that, man, I'm dysfunctional. I can't keep pointing the blame on people.
Yeah.
Keep pointing the finger. I gotta do the work within me.
For sure.
Me and my mama had a rough relationship, and we didn't know how to talk to each other. So every time I get mad, guess what I do? I elevate my voice. I get aggressive.
I shut
start
down.
Cussing. I shut down. So that's the same way you're gonna handle your other relationships.
For sure.
And so you gotta look at it and say, okay, where have I gone wrong at? When somebody trigger this, I'm no longer allowed to spaz out. I'm no longer allowed to be aggressive, to attack, to name call, to be abusive. I can't do that because it's going to continue to ruin my relationships.
Yeah.
So I gotta get healed from within. Have those tough conversations with mama, have those tough conversations with daddy,
Yeah.
have the tough conversations with my past. Forgive some people, let some stuff go, and then place healthy boundaries. Like, no, it's not okay to respond like that. I don't care if they made you, but they made me mad. You hear it all the time, but they did this. So what? You in control of you.
Yeah.
You in control. So I think starting to place those healthy solutions in place for self, it allows you to get healthy relationships because you would know how to choose from a healthy place. The reason why I can speak like this is because I did the work. So it allows you to say, okay, if this person speaks and talk like this to people, they're no longer worthy to be in my space because I don't live my life like that. I'm not gonna cuss you out. So why would I be in partnership or in a relationship with somebody that's gonna cuss me out?
And practice it.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
I know how to choose now because I'm healthy.
Yeah.
So I believe that's the starting point. What about you?
Man, ooh. I think you hit the nail on the head, D. I think us examining who we are
Yeah.
and then the people that are around us.
Mm-hmm.
I think that a lot of people hold on to relationships because I knew you from back in the day. And the person will offend you and you'll be upset about it, but then you will keep letting it happen.
Yeah.
Instead of realizing, look, man, it's what you visualize ideally
Yeah.
and what the reality is. Ideally, you're supposed to love, cherish, hold me dear. You're supposed to treat me like family. You're supposed to treat me like a friend.
Yeah.
You're supposed to handle me with care. Ideally. Reality, you got a whole bunch of people around you that are not doing that.
Sure.
Or you're not doing that.
Sure.
So you got to really investigate and really sit yourself down, look in the mirror and say, man, what is it about me? What is it about these relationships? Who do I have that's dependable?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have nobody that they depend on. Like, even we talk about like marriage or friendships, like you should have somebody that you can go to and really speak to you objectively.
Yeah.
You was wrong.
Yeah.
Did you consider this? Hey, you was right about this, but is it really that important for you to win this battle
Yeah.
and lose the war? Right?
Yeah.
If you don't have nobody like that,
Yeah.
you gonna fail. Life is going to be very hard. Or what you're going to do is you're going to get used to being in toxic relationships.
Yeah.
You're going to go home, have toxic relationships. You're going to be on your job, toxic relationships. And that's always unstable.
So true.
And then you're going to go to social media, get a laugh from somebody, doing something crazy on social media. You're going to look at homegirl. She look happy and fulfilled. Everybody going through the same stuff.
Yeah.
You're going to turn it off, go to sleep at night, rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
So now we got to start making a change. We said that over and over again. Like, what are you doing now, today, right now in this moment that is going to change your life?
Yeah.
You can't keep doing the same thing and expecting change.
I agree.
Get in the book.
Yeah.
It's so many books out here that will help you to start realizing full potential.
Yeah.
Start talking to mature individuals. If everybody around you talking the same talk you talking, you wrong.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Yeah.
You need to get somebody that's like, have you thought about this? Have you thought about that?
It is. Well, I look at it like this. I agree, man. Also, to add to that, get a new environment. Like, just try something new. Like, be around a lot of times, man, we grew up in these environments and we just do the same thing. Like that's why I love like even Zoe playing soccer. It gets you around different people.
Yeah.
Soccer people are different than the basketball people, the football people.
That environment is.
It's a different environment.
It is.
And then you start seeing like, oh, okay, like people think different.
Yeah.
And then it exposes you through those mindsets and those thought processes, and then it help you just by being exposed to it. And so like environment is very important, like we talked in the last episode. And so I think environment, and then also mentorship or life coaches. Like, and I don't really like to use the life coach like title, but having wisdom around, older than you, like that's been through some stuff. Because when you're young, man, you think you got it all figured out. You think you know it all.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I think wisdom helps along the way.
Yeah, man, it's a great book. It's called Daring Greatly, and
Daring, D-A-R-I-N-G, greatly.
Greatly.
Okay.
She talks about the risk, and also the reward in being vulnerable.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of people are misusing this term, like I'm just being authentically me, and you trying to use it as an excuse for you to treat and talk to people any kind of way.
I agree 100%.
When really you really got your guard up. That's not authentically you. And if it is, then now it's time for us to start getting to a place where we can release some of this hurt, this pain, this trauma, because nobody can really walk around life guarded, right? This is me guarded. My hands are closed, my fists are balled up. There's no possibility for me to use these hands to build, to mature, to grow, to cultivate, if I'm always like this.
Sure.
That's not daring greatly. That's not a place of vulnerability. Now, vulnerability comes with responsibility.
So true.
My heart, I got to be responsible with who I'm vulnerable to. That's not me saying, you tell everybody your business. Me and my wife get into it.
Yeah.
I come to you. I come to Fry. I come to Wise Counsel.
Yeah.
I don't trust this with any, like knowing who your people are, the people in your life and what they are good for, what they're good at. That's also being vulnerable and responsible.
Yeah.
And then you got to play some other people that's vulnerable and responsible in your life too, because that's a scary place to be. But the reward, that's a high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
When you in these vulnerable relationships, and man, I care about how you treat me, so I'm gonna handle you like this.
Yeah.
And it's reciprocated.
Yeah.
I know them the best friendships.
Yeah.
Them the best relationships.
Yeah.
My wife got a friend. We was at his Christmas party. He said, oh, no, my mama love me. He said, I call my mama anytime and she gonna pick up. It's 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody like, man, get out of here. He said, what? Nah, I'm calling. Everybody like, man, call her. He picked this phone up at like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. And his mom said, hey, baby, how you doing? Is everything okay? Everybody went crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe, like, I tell you, my mama, I said, I ain't never, like, that's crazy, bro, but it should be common. That shouldn't have blew our minds. That's his mom.
Right.
Everybody can't call their mom at no 3 o'clock in the morning and they pick up. They'll look at that thing like, man, I gotta go to work. His mom picked up. And then once I started talking to his mom, I realized who he was.
Yeah.
She's so much about relationships. She's so much about conversation, communication.
Yeah.
He's great at it.
Yeah.
I said, dang.
Yeah.
That's the vulnerability.
Yeah.
That's the responsibility.
Yeah, vulnerability is tough though, man, because it puts you in front line of the battle.
I thought you were about to say something else. Go ahead.
It puts you in the front line of the battle. The people in the front line on all the war movies, the people in the front die first.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And so, as I open up to you, I'm giving you, I don't even want to say permission, I'm giving you the authority to hurt me. I don't want you to, but because I'm open, because I'm vulnerable to you, that's why the relationships the most closest to you are the ones that hurt you.
Ooh, yes.
Everybody else you close to, everybody else you guarded. I got to leave and go into this real world. book bag on. I got my gun. I got my bulletproof vest. I got my helmet of salvation. I got my rifle. I got all these. I got all these things to protect me because I'm going out to people that don't know me.
Right.
It's the close-knit relationships, the people who know you, the flaws, the faults, the failures, the insecurities, or the people so close that can, I'm talking about that can, they can either build you up and they can tear you down.
Yeah.
And they can do both.
Yeah.
Because they know you.
Yeah.
And so that's why people are like, if this relationship don't work, I'm cool. I'm gonna just be a savage. It's easy to be a savage, bro.
Yeah.
It's easy to be in your hot girl summer, your city girl mode. It's easy to be like that because I done tried to give somebody my heart. I done been vulnerable with somebody and then they hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's life. You only can experience true, authentic love through vulnerability. When you guard it, you hard. People can't get through to you. They can't talk to you. I'm cool, bro. How you doing? I'm all right. Awesome. Bro, look, man, I'm failing, bro.
I'm going through it right now.
Life ain't good for me, bro. That's different. Then I'm good, bro. I got it. Yeah, like we good. Let's go hang out. Let's go party. But now I'm opening to you, like, hey D, like, this is what I'm doing. I have health issues, bro. That's a different conversation. Now I'm entrusting you with this information. And then guess what? The minute I do something wrong, the minute our relationship gets up, you using my vulnerability against me. That's why it's easy for people to just say, nah, I ain't gonna tell nobody my dark secrets.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna tell nobody who I really am. I'm just gonna get a what? The representative.
Right.
Hey,
and meanwhile, I'm still dialing.
This is my social media.
Yeah.
It's easier because I can't get hurt.
Yeah. But you said something, D. You said two things. Initially, I thought you were going to say that's an uncomfortable place. Mm-hmm. Because it is.
Very uncomfortable.
It's a very uncomfortable place. And then you said the guys on the front line die. Mm-hmm. And when you said that, I thought, we all dying. Mm-hmm. And we all living. Mm-hmm. You got to choose what's going to die and what's going to live within you, in your life.
Yeah.
The reason why people don't mature is because they haven't let certain things within them die.
Yeah.
Right? Because I don't want to be vulnerable. So I'm going to keep this same thing living that's rooted in this toxic, chaotic nonsense. Mm-hmm. And I never let that part of me die because I never was vulnerable enough. Yeah. Or I never had the right people in place to let that part of me die. Yeah. And that's why I said that last episode, like, where we from, I got to be tough all the time. Sure. But then when I was in an environment where that toughness didn't mean a thing, that had to die. Sure. I still got it in. It's still in me.
Exactly.
But it's not required all the time. Yeah. So now I got to communicate. Yeah. I can't be quick to be angry.
Yeah, I can't tough my way.
I got to be slow to anger.
Yeah.
That don't work in this relationship with my wife.
Sure.
I can't be tough all the time.
Yeah.
That don't work with my daughters.
Yeah.
I can't be tough all the time.
Right.
I gotta be patient. I gotta be understanding. I gotta be gentle.
Yeah.
I gotta talk to them a certain type of way. Now that toughness, that sternness is still there.
Yeah.
But that's not the only tool in the toolbox.
Exactly.
Like you was telling me, like, man, maybe you need a wrench. You got a hammer, bro. That's the wrong tool. You never gonna get the job done. Yeah. And so it's a very uncomfortable place to be when you're vulnerable. Mm-hmm. And when you're vulnerable, things are going to die.
And things are going to hurt you. We just can't escape that. I think I know we just can't escape. You can't escape being hurt in your vulnerability.
There you go. No. You can't escape being hurt.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
You go into your job every day, you stress the heck out.
Yeah.
You get into it with this person. You fighting all the time. Mm-hmm. You busting people windows, they busting your windows. That's worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Shooting, violence. But what about arguing all the time?
Yeah.
What about this lonely? Like, you're hurting.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Now you're living in hurt, which really you're dying.
Sure.
So it gotta die anyway.
Sure.
But you trying to hold on to it.
Yeah.
When really you need to be in a vulnerable place.
Yeah.
Let it die. So now we can till this land. We can put some fresh soil down. We can plant the right seeds, and you can grow.
So good, so good. All right. As you see here on All Things Connected, we are agents of good. Let's just get this out there. If you've been watching us and following our podcast, we're agents of good. We're for a family. We're for a partnership. We're for a relationship. We're for healthy lifestyles. And we're for love. And that's what this podcast is about. That's what we're going to champion. I know, contrary to popular belief, a lot of people don't think it exists, but we're here to tell you that love still exists, and love still works if you work it. And so, continue to come on this journey with us. When you get tired of watching all the he ain't this, she ain't this, the pointing the finger, the gender war, when you're tired of listening to all of that and you want some good, healthy, life-giving, life dialogue, come on over at All Things Connected.
Ooh.
We got you.
We got you.
We got you. And so until next time, man, we thank y'all for being here, man. I'm Trey the Great.
I'm just Daniel.
This is All Things Connected. We out.
Yeah.